Hello and welcome again to Casual Magic. This by far has to be the strangest video series that I've made, or quite possibly might ever make. This somehow was a Craigslist ad. And I don't really get on Craigslist too often. Typically I'm on there looking for kind of some EDH stuff. There's one deck I'm still looking for that I would like to get it for a reasonable price, and I'm on there every once in a while looking just to see if there's something, and I've never actually answered or looked into a Craigslist ad before. This particular day, not today, but a little while ago, there was an ad, and it had different things like tools and old video games and furniture and magic cards, and looking up the address, it seemed like someone who was selling stuff from a storage locker thing, and I thought, oh, well, that's great, and this is the one that made me make my decision. And I know not everything's there. I mean, this, let's say, like, for example, that one's clearly empty. But when I went into it, I just said, oh yeah, hey, I'm here for the magic cards, because I went in really, really early. Pretty much whenever he first opened. And he's like, yeah, okay, I've got them back here. And he gets out a box, reasonably sized box. And I was like, oh, hey, that's cool. And then he went back and he's just like, oh, hey, Serum Visions. Right off the bat. All right. So he's like, yeah, I've got some more. Hey, hang on. And then he goes back and he gets more stuff. And he comes out with another box that's an even more gigantic box. And it was like, you've got to be kidding me. And so I start going through as quickly as possible. And there's just no way. There's just absolutely no way for me to get through it all. And I just thought, oh man, this is probably just, old junk. It's someone's old collection that they kind of abandoned. And there's stuff like this where there's like these starter decks, but it seems like maybe most of the rares were taken out. So it seems like it was someone's collection. Like they had the specific purpose of buying a bunch of stuff, especially there's tons of these from Mirrodin that I've seen in a few boxes, especially like this one, and then there's another cardboard box that are kind of in a similar position. And they they were there, and I thought, oh, okay, well, it's Mirrodin, so there's got to be a lot of good stuff in there. And I went through, and I went through, and I went through. And then eventually I got to this box. And when I opened this box, I didn't start on that end. I'm just kind of doing that because I wanted to show you. So I went to this end. And I'm holding them up like this. I'm holding them up the proper way to go through. And it's like, oh, okay, let's see, all right. Oh, Unholy Grotto. Okay, well, that's good for zombie stuff. City of Brass, nice. Blinkmoth Nexus, nice. Oh, Foil Urborg Volcano. Oh, that's cool. It's even got an old price tag on it. So does this collection come from like a store that went out of business? Oh, foil. All right, that's nice. Fetch Land, nice. Couple Fetch Lands. And then there was Glimmer Void. Now, Glimmer Void has since been reprinted, but Glimmer Void, there were 4 of them jammed together into this sleeve. It's like, okay, clearly this is someone who was playing with, a deck. They had some sort of artifact deck of some sort. And then I get past Glimmer Void, and then there's Badlands. Again, a playset. And not only that, 3 of them are revised. This one is from Unlimited, so this one's even worth more. And once I saw this, that was it. I was just like, okay, that's it. I need to make an offer, and I need to get out of here, because someone is going to come along and want to buy these things, and I don't have a choice. I mean, I've got some money with me. It's not necessarily a lot, but I have to make an offer. I don't have a choice. I want to try my luck. And so the old man came back, and he seems to be just basically a guy who probably buys storage lockers and then resells whatever he can find. And lo and behold, I just said, well, Lotus Veil. Oh man, that's nice. One man of it. Oh, Rainbow Veil. Oh, I haven't seen Rainbow Veil in a while. Oh, Strip Mine. Nice. I can only hope that not all of this is junk. I know some of the other boxes I went through, it was just like commons, uncommon, common, uncommon. It's like it's really going to take me a lot of time to try and go through it. But I told the guy, all right, well, I can go ahead and, I don't know, I can get you some kind of offer. I mean, it looks like most of the stuff has been cleaned out by someone. And I took out one of these as an example. I was like, really looking for the gold symbol. And that basically means it's a rare card. It looks like it's kind of been picked clean. So, I don't know. I mean, I know some kids who'd probably like it for Christmas. So, I don't know. Would you take $100 for it? He's like, yeah, sure. I was like, all right, great, deal. And he got me a two-wheeler, and I went on my merry way. And these things have sat in waiting since, because I haven't had time to go through them. But at least when I originally priced it out back in the day from the Dual Lands Glimmer Void, I forget what else, but I priced out a few things, and just from the few handful of cards I showed that I initially saw, well, those are good. I was like, okay, well, that's basically $700 worth of cards in just a small stack, and that doesn't include absolutely everything else in the collection. Oh, Mana Geyser was a fun one. And now it's just basically me going through this collection to see what I can find. And I know there's absolutely no way in a timely fashion I can probably go through absolutely everything, every single common, catalog them all, find out their value. I just probably do not have time for that, at least not this summer. Maybe someday I'll get back to the commons. Chromatic Sphere is decent. I'll set that aside. But yeah, I just want to take you along on this journey as I'm going through it. Maybe some of the future videos I'll, have just generic music playing in the background or something, but at least to start off, I want to, show you what's here, because this is going to be time-consuming and absolutely insane. I don't know what I'm going to find. I don't know. I really don't know. This is just the tip of the iceberg. But, I mean, there's a start. And I spent $100 on this and the other giant boxes of what seemed to be old booster boxes just filled with cards. Like someone literally just had to pack up all their stuff, throw it in as many cardboard boxes as possible, throw it in a storage locker, and then years later lose that storage locker. I don't know. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing, and I am just going to enjoy it. So this is the start, and we're moving on. So I'll see you in the next video.